Kumusta? That is, how are you in Filipino? Today, I'm going to talk to you about figures because these are the reality that is happening. So behind me, you can see that I have a number, 63%. 63% represents people who are broke. Now, where did this number come from? This came from LIMRA, Life Insurance Market Research Association, and they tracked 100 people from the time they were 25 years old up to 65 years old. And of the 100 people, 63% were broke by the time they reached the age of retirement, which was 65 years old. Now, that is a first world country. The LIMRA study was done in the United States. So now it begs the question, how about here in the Philippines? Well, if I am as optimistic as I am, then probably we could say 63% of Filipinos are also broke by the time that they reach the age of 65. But I am afraid that the reality is that it's a higher number because, well, we are a developing country compared to the United States of America. But just for this discussion, let us say that 63% are actually broke. Okay? Now, the next number going up is 10%. And 10% are those who currently have a job. But by the time they're 65 years old, no more job, no financing to help them. So add that to 63, that's 73% who will have problems financially by the time they're 65 years old. If you want to know the top of the chart, that's a total of only 5%. 5%, as you may guess, are the people who are wealthy or financially independent or financially free by the time they reach the age of 65. Only 5%. Maybe again here in the Philippines, that's a lower number. And that is why I want to bring as many Filipinos as I can from here to up here. Because seriously, living life without money at the end of our working life is not a pretty sight. I should know. Because my dad had problems health-wise by the time he reached the age of 60. And my mom was a housewife. So at that point in time, I had to rely only on my salary. Can you imagine relying on my salary but having to financially support my sick dad, my mom who was a housewife, and also my grandmother who was living with us? It wasn't a pretty sight. I love my family, but day in and day out, thinking, where would I get the money to pay for the medicine, to pay for the bills for the house, to pay for my expenses? I only receive money twice a month as an employee. And most of the time, it wasn't really enough. What helped us survive, of course, was relatives. But not all people have that. Not all people have a stable job like me at that point in time. It's a good thing that I was able to pull through. But that experience led me to tell myself, this cannot be my life. Yes, I was able to somehow successfully navigate that part merely on a salary. But that is not the life that I want for myself. And I don't want to put the burden eventually on my children to support me and my wife when we are old. And that is why I am doing all of this. That is why I want to be financially secured. I want to be wealthy so that I can in turn bring as many Filipinos as I can out of this percentage to the upper percentage. Just one, and I am already very happy. 10 people that I can bring out, I will be ecstatic. 100 people, it will be an amazing experience. 1,000 people, wow, that will be beyond even my wildest dreams. But that is why I am here. That is why I am doing this. That is why I am sharing my experience in the last 10 years to help more Filipinos get out, to get more out of their life than just a salary, to be able for them to earn from the 4 quadrants of the cash flow quadrant. They may be an employee, they may be an entrepreneur, but from the left side of the quadrant to bring them to the right side, to become an investor, to become a business owner. That is what I want. That is what I want right now. And that is why I am starting a business, a training company, so that I may be able to help more Filipinos. Because there are two problems that are stopping them. Number one, financial literacy. They don't know what to do. So they need to learn. But once that they know what they need to do, the second problem is how to take action. And that is how I'm going to help them. First, teach them. Second, guide them to what to do. So hopefully, in the next few years, I'll be working with more and more Filipinos to bring them up to financial security and eventually to be financially free. So that is my mission, and thank you for spending time with me today. Thank you, and I'll see you again in the next video.